Hello everyone and welcome. I'm out here today because I want to run some experiments with tape. Now, a while back I saw a bunch of videos and guys were saying duct tape is fantastic as a fire starter. I had some duct tape at home hardware brand. I also had a roll of 3M at home, duct tape. So for the past while, I've been bringing some out every now and again and playing with it and trying to get it to go, and I can never get it to stay lit. If it does light, it doesn't stay lit, it goes out right away. Last week, I was watching videos and I came across a video by David West, who is a guy who does a lot of fire lighting videos. It's basically all he does is different fire lighting methods. And he tried it with 3M tape and a no-name brand duct tape, and he couldn't get it to stay lit either. But he went back and rewatched the other videos where he saw it, and they all use Gorilla brand tape. So I'm out today, and I want to test a few things. So stick around. Let's see how it goes. So the first thing we're going to need is a strip of tape. I think that's long enough. Now, some people use a pair of pliers and pull it apart. I didn't bring any pliers with me. And as you can see, I don't have nails. So I'm going to take my knife and just put tiny cuts all along the very edge of this tape. So now the idea is I can take a tiny piece, pull it into strips. Now you'll see when I'm pulling these apart, it's creating all these fine hairs. I'm just sort of placing them here in a loose little bundle. Essentially what I'm doing is creating a bird's nest with the strips. Trying to keep it as loose as I can. And the idea being that if you keep duct tape somewhere in your bag, you always have an emergency fire starter. Well, it's not duct tape, it's Gorilla Tape. Apparently there's something in the Gorilla Glue that actually helps it to be flammable. So it's nice and loose. Now I'll bring you in closer and I'll get the ferro rod and we'll see if we can actually get this to light. So I'm taking this small stick and putting it underneath here in the hopes that I can rest my ferro rod on that and the bundle won't stick to it too much. Now, it's not a one-strike light, at least not usually. I'm going to try and do it with the ferro rod above, not touching anything, but if that doesn't work, I'm going to have to go down onto that wood. And there you have it. It's lit. So it does work. But as I said, it has to be Gorilla Tape. And that's burning long enough. I would have no problem lighting a fire with that, with a few twigs. I want to try something different. Something I have not seen tried. Same concept. Piece of duct tape, cut them into manageable pieces. I want to curl them up, but this time I'm putting them on these 3 sticks that I have here, because I want to be able to use the sticks to pick it up without getting my fingers all stuck to flaming tape. Because now we've seen that it works as a good emergency fire starter, and the thought behind it is if you get caught in the rain, everything's wet, but you have tape inside your bag where it's dry, you can set up a tarp, hide under the tarp out of the rain, or find cover somewhere. And lighting the fire this way should be able to get you to dry out some tiny twigs, enough to get a fire going and warm you up and dry out your stuff if you need to. I'm happy the test with the ferro rod worked. But while I was planning to come out here, I had another thought. The knife comes off your hip, but you have your pack on your back. You make it to shore, you no longer have your knife, you no longer have your ferro rod. if you have your flint and steel in your pack, kept in a dry bag, the flint and steel spark is not hot enough to ignite that. But I'm wondering if a piece of charred punkwood would do it. So while we're here, I figured I would test that theory. And of course, now the wind is not cooperating with me. I had a flat spot back here, and see if I can put it behind the rock and get it out of the wind. My other stone is just a bit bigger. See if I can get it to work a little better. Wow, this one's being stubborn. Okay, so that didn't work. But let me see. Put this back up here. Let's see if I can add to it. See if I can make my strips a little thinner. Okay. It works. It ain't easy. You got to catch it just right. But in a bind, you can make it work. It used up a lot of my punkwood. I'll have to try it again someday with charred cloth to see if that works any better. With the ferro rod, it actually works fairly well. Not a problem. But if you're trying to do it with charred punkwood, with the flint and steel, it's not so easy. But it can be done. I'm glad I watched that video with David West. And he figured out that it was the Gorilla Tape. And of course, as soon as he mentioned it, I went back and I rewatched the videos I had seen, and every one of them, they're saying duct tape, but you can see the orange of the Gorilla Tape. And if you look on the packaging of the Gorilla Tape, nowhere on there does it say duct tape. They don't want to be known as a duct tape. They want to be known as a heavy-duty tape. But fantastic to have in your bag. Great for repairing gear. And it works as a fire starter in an emergency. Now, when I watched David, he was saying that he saw it originated by Dave Canterbury over at the Pathfinder School. And that's exactly where I saw it. And that's how we pass along knowledge. Because I watched David Canterbury do it, but I never noticed it was Gorilla Tape he was using, because he was calling it duct tape. And then David West tried it with duct tape and couldn't get it to go, and went back and watched the video and realized it was Gorilla Tape. And I had seen a few other guys, I don't remember who, but I had seen a few other guys do it as well. And I went back and checked their videos, and sure enough, it's all Gorilla Tape. There's just something in that glue that gives it that little extra oomph and makes it a little more flammable. So that's about all I've got for today. So if you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more of it, hit the subscribe button. If you're going to do that, you may as well hit the notification bell, and it'll let you know whenever I put out a new video. Always a pleasure having you along. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.